Yeah, welcome to the Brown Boy Wonder Podcast. Reviews and reactions. Let's go. It's the Brown Boy Wonder. Hold it down, representing for the culture. Every episode brings you closer into the mind and the heart of a hustler, where the truth and the groove collide. Stay tuned in, come enjoy the ride. Keep it authentic like that, never hold back. It's the Brown Boy Wonder Podcast. The Brown Boy Wonder Podcast. Subscribe, share, and stay tuned in. The vibe's always on.
Welcome back to the Brown Boy Wonder Podcast. Week 9, right? Week 9 is over. Week 9 is over. We're about to get into week 10. But before I do that, let me introduce my guest, who's always been here since our beginning of our sports episodes. First one is, of course, it is new season, same-ish. Steven, how are you doing today?
Doing pretty good. How are you?
I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. Then my next guest, he is known as Cobra Kyler. It is Tyren. Tyren, how are you doing today?
I'm alright. How are you?
I'm doing good, man. Doing good. Last guest is Take Me to Tua title. It is Tua. It's not Tua. I wish I had Tua here, but I think he's better than Tua. It is Misbah. Misbah, how are you doing today?
Not too bad, man. But
Doing great. Let's get into the hot topic. The Saints. Saints lost to Chargers 23-22, 1 point difference. And Tyren, man, a lot of things happened with your team.
Dennis Allen's out.
Finally, it is a miracle. He shouldn't have gotten a job in the first place.
Agree.
I'm so glad he's gone. Like, that is a stain that's been washed out. I don't have to think about him or his incompetency or whatever play call he's going to fumble. Like, I don't have to think about that anymore. And him hating on certain players too.
Oh, Dennis?
Yeah, he played favorites. We have this running back. Well, we had two young players. He hated our receiver that was very promising, A.T. Perry. He hated him for some reason, and he cut him. And then we have a running back we drafted last year, Kendre Miller. He hates him too for no reason at all. And we drafted him in the 3rd round. So I'm glad that he's gone so those players can, Kendre, so he can, develop into the player that we think he can be.
But does he deserve to be fired like mid-season?
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Especially when you lose to the worst team in the league. Yes.
Well, Michael Thomas, he tweeted out something to Derrick Henry, and I will read those tweets. Michael Thomas said, they fired all them coaches trying to cover his flaws up. He's still doing the same shit. Next tweet. Dude tried to lie and say I was jealous of them, making Chris wide receiver 1 whole time. He can't even get a decent ball. He need his ass whooped. The next tweet. That year, his buddy went first team All-Pro in 2022. He needed 180 targets just to catch 100 passes. He is ass on my granny. The next tweet. Dude, scary and panic. Just throw the ball. Get the F out of here. He is so ass. The last tweet. Derek Carr for you. I told y'all shit sad. Sad face, middle finger. Emoji. Is Michael Thomas correct, or is he going crazy here?
Well, first and foremost, his name is not Michael Thomas. It's Twitter fingers. That's what I call him. How many games has he played in the past 4 years? He has no room to talk about anyone because he can't even walk half the time. 2, I don't know what his problem is with Derek Carr.
Maybe
I don't.
He probably sees something that we don't, since he's in the locker room with him. I don't know.
No one else has a problem with Derek Carr. So I don't like. nobody on the Raiders talks bad about Derek Carr. No one on the Saints talks bad about Derek Carr, so I don't know why it's only him. Now, as for the Chris Olave concussion,
Right.
Oof.
that was just wrong
Ouch.
place, wrong time.
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't have thrown that ball. Like if it was Madden, I would not have
Mhm.
thrown that ball to Chris Olave. But
Yeah, he was guarded by two other players.
two players, yeah. But
Got
I mean,
squished.
I don't know what Derek Carr saw or what he. I think the ball could have gotten to him if he would have thrown a more accurate pass
Mhm.
because it looked high on the replay. He threw the
That-
ball above him, so it was nothing he could do. And the safety was already coming down to make a play, and you know what happened.
Guess so.
Yeah, but as for Michael Thomas, I mean, he has way too much free time on his hands. There's a reason why he has not been signed by a team.
Yeah, I noticed that.
And yeah, and I think he's going to continue to stay on the couch this season because I don't think any team wants that in their locker room. I know I
His-
wouldn't. So.
His Twitter handle is at can't guard me. So,
Yeah, because he doesn't play.
Exactly.
all right. Well, hopefully something can happen in your Saints with the new head coach eventually. For next week.
They might be rebuilding.
We
They lost
should
their
be.
best corner.
Oh yeah, we traded Marshawn today. I wanted us to trade more pieces, but because we need to do what the Detroit Lions did a couple of years ago. We need to get as many draft picks as possible and just build.
See. Well, Misbah, you had a great match against the Bills, but you came short. 27-30. What happened?
All I do is watch my team lose every week, bro. It's so painful.
You know what I mean?
We lost again, like usual. It was actually a pretty good game overall.
Yeah.
Even like we actually looked like a decent football team in a long time, but at the end of the day, it came down to who had the ball last. Could have had some better offensive plays, but still think we played decently well. But just came down to who had the ball last, and then of course had to lose to a 61-yard kick to a kicker who missed an extra point earlier in the game.
Yeah.
So that's just. It wasn't even a bad game. Like we didn't even turn over the ball or anything like that. But yeah, it's just the Bills just were the better team, I guess. It's a close game, but season might be cooked for 2-6. Might be
Yeah, a
time to
little
start looking
bit.
at next season. Yeah, it's tough.
I think it's if you have this record, just bench Tua. Give him another year to be healthy.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, there's like a small chance, but yeah, we'll see. I mean, probably not gonna make the playoffs, but at least get something going into next season, I guess.
Yeah. I remember I think Tyreek Hill says like since Tua's coming back, he's like start me in fantasy. I think that paid off. I think he made like 15, 14 points this week.
Yeah, he was okay. They're getting back in the groove of things. Yeah, I mean, like I said, the offense doesn't look pretty decent. A-Chain was playing really, really well.
Yeah.
Emo should play decent, but yeah, it's gonna be tough since without Tua we lost just so many games that just have to come back from all that, and then we'll see. I think the Bills are probably most likely gonna win the division though.
They're a good team. They have the weapons.
Mm-hmm.
I did drop Tua in my fantasy league. I was like, man, he's not wearing a guarding cap. I'm gonna drop him. So I did.
There was one play where he ran head first, which really scared the crap out of me.
Yeah.
God,
Are you
I don't know.
Keep doing it.
I was like, why are you sliding head first, man? At least, like, come on. He's one play away, man. That's it.
He wants to retire. I think that's the message.
Like he slid on one, and the other one he went out. But yeah, I just hope he just stops doing that because that might not be end up well.
Yeah. Steven, you face my stupid Jets, but you guys came short, 13-21. What happened, man?
It was a bad game. Both sides.
Mm-hmm.
But one team got some amazing catches in there. And
right here. Garrett Wilson with his Garrett Wilson right there, man. Amazing catch.
Yeah. Yeah.
That
Great
was
catch.
catch of the year. Yeah, catch of the year right there.
Yeah. Texans offense sucks. The whole line's terrible. Can't get anything going. I mean, you can't do anything.
Yeah. What needs to change? Is it the scheme, or when I saw the game, you guys kept running the ball, but it didn't work because of the defense.
The O line and the OC need to change.
Mm.
You need to play to Stroud's strengths. You have to, and he hasn't this year at all. It's been rough.
He is still a great quarterback, CJ Stroud. He is still great. Maybe he's just learning through the hurdles as a young quarterback.
Sure.
Yeah.
Takes time. All right.
It takes time to be a great quarterback, except if you're Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah, he got lucky. He got in a great situation.
He also wasn't thrown in week 1 to play quarterback. So
Exactly.
I wish teams would take note, but they don't.
No. I do have a question for you guys. Is it time for Cowboys to trade away Dak?
They can't.
He's injured. You can't take an injured player.
He's injured, and they just signed him. So.
Yeah, they're stuck with that $60 million contract.
Yeah,
that contract. He's injured too for a couple games now.
Mm-hmm.
There are rumors about them trading Michael Parsons now with that injury, though. So that's one to watch out for.
Oh, that might happen. But yeah, the Cowboys are not doing great, and even on the sidelines, Dak says we effing suck.
That was pretty funny.
That made me smile seeing that.
Yeah.
At least he acknowledges it, so that's good.
I guess so.
The next question is, which is more impressive? The guy above me, Saquon Barkley's no look hurdle, or my left, Garrett Wilson's Odell catch right here. Which was more impressive? Or right behind me, the headstand of Drake London and Amari St. Brown.
No, there's only one. It's the no look hurdle.
Yeah.
That's hard to beat. I don't think I've ever seen that one before.
No, not in video games.
Yeah, not even in Madden. You don't do that. It's crazy.
Oh, all right, Saquon Barkley showing his skills there. My news is kind of sad. Joe Embiid shoved a reporter in the locker room because of the reporter says something about his family, and it wasn't not really relevant to basketball. So he shoved him in the locker room, and I think he's serving a 3-game sentence.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he did got suspended, but I think just saw that he's coming back for the next game on Tuesday, so we'll see him. But was it right for him to sash that reporter?
No,
I would do the same.
I actually didn't see what happened.
I think it was behind the scenes.
Apparently, it's about his brother. His brother's dead, so I don't really know how in depth you want to get. But it sounded pretty bad to me, so I don't know. Hard to say.
It said Embiid yelled his disapproval to the reporter, mentioned his late brother and his son, both named Arthur, in his column, and then the physical altercation happened.
Well,
I think it depends on what he said.
Yeah, if that's what happens, then I don't feel too bad. Well, I don't feel too bad anyway because Joel is hurt, so he's not playing anyway. So I don't know. I really would love to know the facts.
Yeah, same.
I agree.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I think we'll know more as days move on. The next news is Tom Brady won't be punished for criticizing the Packers-Lions ejection. Brian Branch was flagged for the unnecessary roughness on Sunday for hitting a Packer. Bo Melton in his head. During the broadcast, Tom Brady said, "I don't love that call at all." Brady said, "Obviously, it's a penalty, but to me, there's nothing to be serious for that incident."
The GOAT's wrong.
He can't criticize the refs, can he?
You can, I guess.
So apparently they released a statement about criticizing the refs, and they said it has to be pretty blatant and obvious that he's trying to do so, and that apparently that did not meet the criteria. So I guess what they're meaning is it has to be pretty explicit. So I guess that's what their projection is. But technically, he's not allowed to. In like legal terms, he can't. But I guess they let him slide with that one.
I don't know
Yeah.
how he is supposed to do his job if he can't do what a commentator's supposed to do.
It's tough.
He's a color commentator. You can say pretty much anything what the players are feeling. That's what his part is about.
Well, have you
Like, if you
seen
can't
the list?
criticize,
Have you seen the list of things that the NFL told him he can't do or say?
Yeah, that's a lot.
no, what do they say?
So, like, well, first he can't go to production meetings to talk to players or coaches. He can't criticize refs. He can't. Like, there's a whole list of things he can't do.
Oh yeah, that's a lot.
Like, how is he supposed to talk football if he can't talk football?
This has to be like a robot.
Pretty much.
NFL is called No Fun League for a reason.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
The next news is this guy apologized last night on Monday Night Football. Jason Kelsey smashed a fan's phone, and he said sorry on the broadcast. I don't know what happened. Did the fan got into his face, and that's the reason why he smashed his phone?
I think he said something about Travis Kelsey. I think.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, he called Travis the F slur. He grabbed the
Okay.
phone and he broke it.
Oh,
Something like that. Yeah. So it was rough on both ends.
I see.
But yeah. Good older brother energy there.
I agree. I think he is being investigated as well, just like Joel Embiid. So it gets crazy in the sports world.
He was, but he's not. They said
I
they're
think-
not going to charge him.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
The worst thing that could happen is him replacing the phone.
He wasn't the aggressor in the situation.
There we go. Well, enough of the sad news. LA Dodgers won the championship.
Yay.
Yeah.
That's
What a
it.
great game 5.
That was a crazy comeback, though. They were up by 5-0.
Yeah.
That's the greatest World Series comeback in one game. It's crazy.
Absolutely.
Great game.
Well, great game. I wish what's her face? Yankees did something. It's more of like a blowout.
Oh, they were 5-0, man. I don't know how to do it.
They did something.
They did something.
It's
But
not
it's still a
enough.
little too late.
Yeah, a little too late.
All right. I've kind of covered the NFL injuries here, but let me just recap. Drake London got a hip injury, Dak hamstring, CeeDee Lamb sprained joint, but he will play this week, and AJ Brown knee, but it's not serious.
A couple of trades went down today. Was the deadline.
Oh, right.
Trades. So I know we were talking about Marshall Lattimore. The Lions did pick up Zadarius Smith, which is interesting because they obviously Aiden Hutchinson's out.
That was
at least
a
for while.
great trade.
Not sure if Zadarius Smith's still in his prime, but I'm sure he can at least provide some decent help, for at least until Aiden Hutchinson is back.
Yeah. And I think we mentioned Mike Williams to the Steelers.
Yeah, that's another interesting one.
That was
I
another
think-
good trade.
I knew he was going to be gone once he dropped that pass
Yeah.
from Rodgers.
Yeah.
That guy was gone.
Oh, yeah.
And then, of course, they signed Devontae Adams the next day. So
I think Aaron Rodgers was on the Pat McAfee show, and then that news broke out. Mike Williams
Yeah.
went to the Steelers, and he's like, "Yeah, it was gonna happen." Pretty much what the summary.
Well, I mean, it's good for Russell. Gives him a weapon, I guess.
Yeah, Russell needs some Mr. Unlimited. Needs some.
He's cooking.
Man,
Oh yeah, he is back to his Seahawks self. To me, at least.
I don't know about Seahawks stuff, but he's playing well.
Well, let's get into our fantasy weeks. Let's recap our last week, week 9. We said Jalen Hurts will be better than Bo Nix, and we were correct. Jalen Hurts made 33 points, while Bo Nix made 17. For running back, we said Bijan Robertson for over James Cook, and we're correct. He made 21 points, while James made 11. For wide receiver, we said Tillman, and he made 19 over Atwell, who made 2 points.
Oh, wow.
And for tight end, we said Laporta over Mark Andrews. We were kind of right and wrong. Both made 4 points.
Mark Andrews sold this week.
He's very
He always
inconsistent.
does this, man. He always does like 2-3 good games and just dies after that.
For
So,
real.
Mm-hmm.
Well, for week 10 here. For quarterback position, do you guys start Joe Burrow versus the Ravens or Bo Nix versus the Chiefs?
oh, I'm sorry, Joe Burrow.
Burrow.
Joe.
Burrow.
Joey Icy. Joe Shiesty.
No Bo Nix. He's getting hot as well.
Not against
No.
the Chiefs, man. Defense too good. Ravens did also pick up someone today, I believe. They picked
Oh
up.
yeah, Tre'Davious White.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Tre'Davious White. I wonder if that helps. He's okay, I guess.
Maybe. For running back position, do you guys start Miami Dolphins Devon Achane versus the Rams or Vikings Aaron Jones versus the Jags?
Oh,
Mm.
HN.
H had a really good game last time.
Yeah, Tua used him as another receiver also. So
Yeah, like a third down back too. Yeah, I guess Kelty should go with H-N.
Yeah.
Achane. All right.
H-N.
Wide receiver, do you guys start Falcons Darnell Mooney versus the Saints or Steelers George Pickens against the Commanders?
Give me
Mooney.
Mm.
'Cause I don't know one corner who plays for the Saints now. So
Yeah, he went to the command.
because everyone else is hurt.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Adebo, I think Adebo's hurt. No, Adebo's out for the season.
Is he?
Yeah, he broke his leg.
Oh damn.
A couple of nights ago. Not nights ago. A couple of weeks ago.
Mm.
So I don't know who the rest of our corners are.
And
Great. Sounds like we're picking Darnell Mooney here then.
Yep, Darnell Mooney against the JV squad.
Oh,
Yep.
yes. And for the last one, tight end, do you guys start Trey McBride versus the Jets or my guy who helped me win last week, Cade Otton against the 49ers?
I like Otter. He's been playing well, especially since the Evans and Godwin are out.
Yeah, I don't. Does Mike Evans come back this week?
There's no confirmation yet.
No.
Well, oof.
I
don't
like
know,
what
Trey-
they're doing.
I like what both are doing. To be
Yeah, they're
honest,
both doing good.
But who will
But
make the most
Otton's-
points?
it'll probably be Otten because Baker looks for him
Tom
Yeah,
Brady.
I'm about Otter.
quite often.
Especially if Evans doesn't play, I'll go Otter.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think Godwin will play this season too.
You mean
I don't
Evans?
know. He broke his ankle.
Oh,
Yeah.
Godwin. Yeah, he's out.
Yeah, Godwin. All right.
He's
All right,
done.
Cade Otton. All right, that was the fantasy week for week 10. Do we miss anything in this weekend?
College basketball is back.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Cooper Flag, number 1 pick.
We'll see.
You're ready. I think you'll get it.
I think so too.
So,
And
the
NBA
Thunder
start
look
rolling.
really good. Thunder
Yeah.
look amazing. They're apparently they're the first
yeah.
in history to go 7-0 and win all those 7 games by 10 plus points.
Yeah, they're picking up where they left off last year.
Yeah, hopefully they don't check in the playoffs like that, though. But again, I think that comes with experience too.
Mhm.
So, they get more experience now that we've been there. We'll see. The Celtics look good too. Cavs look really good, actually. Cavs look amazing.
And then NBA season's still rolling in, still early on. Do you recommend NBA League Pass if you want to watch your favorite team? Watch it
Yeah.
there.
No, there's other ways to watch TV now.
Nah, just get NBA TV.
Well, I got League Pass and I'm watching all Knicks games.
Yes,
All
sir.
of them.
I'm so sorry.
That's
Oh, sorry.
sorry for the last book.
Why are you sorry, man? I got Brunson. I got OG. I got freaking Cat. My big bodega. Come on, man.
Bodega.
Wait,
My
did
big
y'all
cat.
win yesterday?
No, we lost to Houston.
That's what I figured.
we lost like 15 points, 10
Oh,
points.
God.
That's all right. We start early in the season. It's okay.
It's only early, yeah. It's early.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm happy about that. But of course, of course, you can vote for me as president of the United States, Brown Boy Wonder. I have 93%. If there's a graphic right here, right now. You will see that I am leading the polls. But other than that, Tyren, where can they find you, man?
Y'all can find me at the Tyren All on Instagram.
Fantastic. And how about you, Misbah?
My find me on IG at Misbah6.
Sounds good. And Steven, where the hell they can't find you, man?
You can find me on X at Chefsvin or anywhere else at Chefsvin LOL.
The Clipter, who's he? He's trouble.
If you're looking for an amazing podcast that recaps Power Rangers in space, then there's only one stop for you, and that is Brown Boy Wonder Podcast. Watch it today, or feel my wrath.
Oh hey, it's Lex Lang, voice of Ecliptor from Power Rangers in Space. And I just wanted to say congratulations to Anthony and Abrar for putting together an amazing podcast that really shows off Power Rangers in Space. So if you haven't seen it or heard it, be sure to tune in. Brown Boy Wonder Podcast. That's right, it's amazing.
I think so too.
We are back with our weekly pick'ems. This week is week 10. Of course, I'm here with the Garden State himself, is Wally. Wally, how are you doing today?
Hey man, I'm doing all right. How about you?
I'm doing good, man. What is the results from last week? I just need to know.
Bro, you finished with a 2-3 record. Doesn't look like the Brown boys, worked in our favor. But I finished with a 3-2. So still got that 1 game lead ahead of you, resulting in our total overall record of 24-21. And Abrar, you have 21-24.
All right, I need some wins here.
You need a clean sweep, my brother.
Yeah, honestly, yes. But let's get into our first matchup, man. It is a hot one. I believe it's Thursday Night Football. It is Bengals versus the Ravens. Who you got?
Ravens coming off a dominating performance against that stout Denver defense. Bengals also coming off an impressive offensive performance with Joe Burrow throwing 5 touchdowns against the Raiders. Yeah. Both teams are streaking in the right direction. Ravens obviously with the upper hand, collecting more of the wins. Give me the Ravens at home. They're wearing their sexy-ass new uniforms with their helmets, and I don't see Lamar folding in that situation. Lamar and Derrick Henry have just proven the unstoppable 1-2 punch that no team wants to face, and I don't think the Bengals defense is looking forward to that. I see the Ravens absolutely dominating. Lamar is on his way for his 3rd MVP. Give me the Ravens at home, man. Who you got?
You just said everything off of my lips. I agree with you. I'm going with the Ravens
here. Touched lips.
We did. I guess we did. Yeah, I'm going with Ravens. Bengals. They're a good team, but I feel like again, Ravens is the top dog, as you mentioned. The next one is also another good one. It is 49ers and versus the Bucks. Who do you got?
This is a terrific matchup. 49ers still a bit banged up. Bucks had that devastating loss Monday night against the Chiefs. We won't get into that much, but I really like Baker. I think he is the next. Oh no, he's the Tom Brady of football. There's no Tom Brady of football. There's Baker Mayfield of football, and he's the Tom Brady of it. So, 49ers have a long travel towards the Bay Area, not that kind of Bay, but Tampa Bay. I think Bucks gonna take control. It seems like they're settling themselves even without their top 2 receivers and getting production elsewhere. Their screen game is kind of going off pretty well too. Don't see 49ers kind of pushing through here, especially a long road game for them. Give me the Bucks at home.
Okay, I agree with you. Whatever you just said, I agree with. Baker Mayfield is the next Tom Brady. I've been saying that since last year. I agree with you, everything you said, but I feel like the 49ers will take it because I feel like they're gonna make this game a very boring, slow game for them. Medium passes, only runs, no big hot spots, as they say. I'm going the 49ers.
Yeah, if the 49ers were to turn around their season, it would be this game. This would be the launching point for sure. Next up, we have probably the best matchup of the week. Oh, sorry, second to best matchup of the week. We have the surprise. Actually, it's two pretty surprising teams we didn't expect to be that well coming this season. The Steelers at the Commanders. Aurora, who do you have in this matchup?
Look, I love both of these quarterbacks. I love Jaden Daniels, a great quarterback, great rookie quarterback. And also you have Mr. Unlimited, my favorite quarterback of the decade, Mr. Russell Wilson. Look, we're going to have a shootout here. But I'm also, we got a new inquiry of Mike Williams and the Steelers. Look, I love Jaden Daniels. His team is great, but I feel like the Steelers will take over. I'm picking Steelers.
That is a great prediction. I think when you mention Mike Williams and get that extra receiver help, that's going to be combated with Marshawn Lattimore, who just joined the Commanders yesterday at the trade deadline. So definitely see that balancing out. Given it's a home game for the Commanders, they're just on their stride. Jaden Daniels knows how to do that little hop selly to kind of get out of trouble. They just produce points, and to combat games and be able to kind of stifle a defense, these long drives, scoring points, whether it be field goals or touchdowns, is something Jaden Daniels knows in his blood. Give me the Commanders at home. I've seen them comfortably cruising across the Steeler Nation in Washington, D.C.'s capital.
Okay. Well, that's a good one here. But the next matchup might be a blowout, but you never know. It is the Eagles. It's the Eagles versus the Cowboys. Who do you got here?
Dak Prescott is not playing anymore, and it seems like he should have tapped out a little bit earlier against the Falcons. They just had no source of life last week. Eagles coming off of one of the more questionable wins of their season. Seems like their head coach was kind of putting them in bad positions to essentially lose the game, but ultimately they pulled out. And who can, not mention Saquon's reverse hurdle? I don't think I've ever seen that before in my life.
No.
I see, although the coach can get a little bit more daunting as it comes to his decision making, I think the Cowboys are just broken at this point. And with Cooper Rush in the helm, we don't know what he's going to do. He had some success in the past, but let's see if he can replicate it. I think this is more of an easier matchup to decide. I think the Eagles on the road will crush the Cowboys. What do you got?
Man, it will be a miracle if the Cowboys win against the Eagles. I did say last year that Eagles are a fraud team, but I feel like this year they're not. I feel like they're checking their balances, as they say. I'm going the Eagles as well. And again, it's Saquon Barkley. I need him to do that every day of the week.
Every day. I think we need to mimic him, dude. We need to do our own version.
We'll think of something. Our last matchup, of course, it is the Lions versus the Texans. Wally, the Garden State. What do you got?
Probably the best matchup of the week. Sunday Night Football, if I'm not mistaken. Lions had that amazing victory on the road against Green Bay. I think that was a staple of their season to get that victory done. Texans coming off a loss against the Jets on a longer week to kind of recover and recoup. Not sure if Nico Collins will be able to go, but the blow of Stephon Diggs definitely hurt them inevitably in that game. So I think CJ Stroud will be able to kind of put things together. I think relying on the running game has been worked well. I think Joe Mixon has been on a tear this season, bouncing back with that juice in his system. I'm going to go on the upset here. I'm going to give it the Texans. Although the Lions have been kind of undoubtedly proving themselves to the entire league that they put them on the map, I think this might be a little bit more of a contest given that Texans defense. Will Anderson, Danielle Hunter, they're a defense that can kind of get after it. And I know they don't have strong back support when it comes to their safeties and corners, I think that crowd energy will get them running, and I think CJ Stroud is going to have a defining moment in his career to kind of get this to a dub. So give me the Texans in an upset.
Look, I agree with you. I think CJ Stroud is just going through the rookie block. I think that's what they say. I think
he's not a rookie.
Right, he is not. He's a sophomore. So yeah, okay. He's a young quarterback going through the struggles as always.
So a
as any
sophomore slump, if I may add.
Very nice. That is what it is. A sophomore slump. We all deal with that in our exams when we were a sophomore.
Oh yeah.
Look, as you said, both defenses will make a big impact here, but I feel like it's a coin toss here. So I'm going with the Lions with a field goal overtime game. Lions wins.
I like that. Nice to wrap up, I guess, Week 10's matchups leading into Veterans Day and Monday. Hope everyone has off and be able to kind of just chill.
Yeah, Halloween just happened. Veterans Day is gonna happen, and then there's Thanksgiving, and then there's Christmas, and then that's it. Or no, actually, there's more until February. We'll get into that. Don't worry. But Wally, where can they find you, man?
Oh, they can find me right here.
Oh, where?
Oh, right here. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, you're talking about right here, right in the Brown Boy Wonder podcast. And it is available on Spotify, iHeartRadio, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram. I'm all over there. Follow me there. Until then, sayonara. I don't know. I'm just making languages.
Make all the languages you want. You're still not gonna beat me at the end of the year.
We'll see.